Good morning from sunny St. Lucia. This is another island that we have never been to, and pulling into port this morning, it was absolutely gorgeous. And it is also very lush and green, and we learned on yesterday's port adventure that the reason why the islands look so green and beautiful right now is because it's hurricane season. And we often think of hurricane season as something to be feared. We are always intently interested in if there's any damage, loss of life. That's what we think about when we think about hurricane season. But the islanders think about how they're going to get their soil enriched by the rain. This is their rainy season. They need this for their lush vegetation, and in a lot of ways they need this for their water too, because they collect the rainwater and use it throughout the year. So for them, hurricane season is not so much something to be feared. So I thought that was an interesting perspective. In just a few minutes, I'm going to go and start our port adventure for the day. We are going on a tour of the world's only drive-in volcano. I've never visited a volcano before, so I'm really interested in that. Mom and Dad, again, aren't joining me today. They're just not feeling up to it. They'd rather stay in and rest, and hopefully join me on tomorrow's port adventure in Dominica. But for now, let's get this day started. The line to get into the Walt Disney Theater this morning was super legit. Every single person in here was in a line that was looping all the way to the lobby and looped around about 3 times. So that took about a half an hour to get through.
Now this is why you find 75% of hotels, because of the beautiful beaches, and of course it is visitor friendly. So anything you get back home, you could get to the north of the island. The island on its own is a writer's retreat, and if you look beyond the horizon, I know it's there, so I see the outline. I hope you too can see the outline of that. This is the nearest neighboring island to St. Lucia. This is the island of Martinique, a French-speaking island.
Our driver is swerving right and left to avoid all the potholes. Bananas are one of the largest export crops for St. Lucia, so it's a real treat to get to ride through a banana plantation. Now, their bananas are a little bit smaller than our bananas, but I'm told they're much sweeter. I wonder if we'll get a taste later.
Okay, if you focus on to the left, you notice the third stage of the banana. The very first stage is that purple pod. You notice there at the bottom, it's a very large pod. Every petal that lifts from the pod, you'd find one hand of bananas underneath. At the end of each banana, this is a flower that produces a very sweet nectar. So the farmers would have to handpick those flowers. The banana plant takes about 7, sometimes 9 months to bear its bunch of bananas, and when it has bore its bunch of bananas, it is cut down and given room for the suckers. The suckers are the baby banana plants growing next to the mother, and when the mother is cut down, she is 70% water, so they use her to fertilize the babies. The mother can clone herself 3, 4, or 5 times. So when you cut that one banana plant down, there are 3, 4, or 5 banana plants to replace that one mother. And this is what enables the banana plant to be a year-round agricultural crop. Did everybody get that? Mm-hmm. Yeah. Okay. All right. So you notice also some of them are tied with ropes, and this is because when it's since it's 70% water, when it begins to bear bananas, the bananas become too heavy for the plant, so it starts swaying on the side. So to keep them straight, they'd have to tie them with ropes. Out of the bananas, we get creative because we have so many of them here. So banana ketchup is similar to tomato ketchup. You can use it. You can use it in the big sense on your burgers, your chicken, your fries. We also produce banana barbecue sauce, banana hot sauce, banana wine. We make at home banana bread, banana cake, banana ice cream, banana.
After leaving the banana plantation, we rode through a very small fishing and farming village, population about 6,000. Our guide told us that this is a very close-knit community and everybody knows everyone, and they've been fishing and farming for a very long time for their survival. She did mention that a lot of the homes, as you see, look very, very small, but as many as 8 to 10 family members can live in each home. So it's very different from life that we're used to. The homes are very colorful, and as we drove through the area, you really could get a sense for how close-knit the community was. We saw gatherings of people outside their homes, just kind of socializing, a couple of people drinking a beer together. Just really seemed like a very, very close-knit community, like she said. Okay, we are at this lookout point called the Horizon, and this scenery is just absolutely gorgeous. There's a bar back here as well, so I think I'm going to grab a cocktail. What is all of this?
Sorry?
Is it just infused rum?
That's right, infused rum, pineapple, guava, sugarcane, rosemary, ginger, passion, peanuts, cashew, you name it.
Wow. We're stopping on this little roadside market, and they're selling shots of infused rum for, I believe, $1 each. And they're also selling slices of banana bread. And I am not much of a banana bread fan, so I'm not going to get that. But I think I'm going to try to find myself a beer. Thank you. All right. I got a couple of beers. They were one for $3 or two for $5. And so this looks like a local St. Lucia beer. We are now riding along the edge of the St. Lucian rainforest, and our guide told us that we can tell it's the edge of the rainforest by the size of the plants. Some of these leaves are truly massive. She did say that the last hurricane to hit St. Lucia was in 2010, and that was Hurricane Thomas, and it did take some of the vegetation away, but it's starting to grow back. I've never been to a rainforest before, so this is truly fascinating. I am absolutely in awe of this beautiful place. Oh my gosh, look at this. I don't even have words to describe this. This is one of the most beautiful things I've ever seen in my life. This is spectacular. That's the volcano. Right there. That's it. And she said that this side collapsed in the 1700s, which was the last time
the side I was showing most of you that the volcano, these are just
erupted,
pine trees,
and that's why
very,
we
very
can
short,
travel through
3
here.
inches.
So this is the volcano, and you can see way over there, it is actually steaming, and you can definitely smell the sulfur. It smells like rotten eggs or boiled eggs.
From bus number 5, you will be joining me for the tour. I am Theodora. I am the tour guide. It's a walking tour. We go to a closer view and I will explain as we go along. It's a walking tour up and down a few steps. This beautiful island of St. Lucia. You made the right choice by taking this tour to see Soufrière, the highlight of the island. Okay? What you're looking at here, the water might look cold, but it's warm and hot. To my right, the water is 115 Fahrenheit or 45 Celsius. And that is ruins of baths from 1902. Baths that was abandoned, landslides covered it up over the years. So the water looks cold, but that's hot on the ground, a different source of water. Since we are in a volcanic crater, the type of volcano, it's a caldera, a collapsed volcano. From Soufrière town, you're already inside of it. 7.5 miles in diameter, or 12 kilometers squared in area. Magma 1.5 miles deep or 2 to 3 kilometers deep beneath the crater. So springs like this is also warm, 85 Fahrenheit or 30 Celsius. The water is originally cold, but it shrinks down, hot fissures heats it up. It's not an official bath, but people can bathe there. The main bath is by the entrance where mud baths, sulfur baths can be done. So let's go up higher to see the live activity.
So here's another view of the volcano from the observation point. I'm a little out of breath because there was a steep incline we had to walk up. But honestly, the view here is really no better than the view over by the bus, which is there. So I don't think you're missing anything by staying at the bus, if that's what you want to do. So this is the incline we just walked up, and there were some stairs where it says exit down there, and it looks unassuming, but it was actually quite challenging.
Can I get your attention once again? This is our closer, safer view. We do not walk past this point. Now on arrival here, you've noticed the rotten egg smell, which is H2S, hydrogen sulfide gas. It is low in concentration, that's why it smells like rotten eggs every day. At high concentration, it is odorless. Taking over oxygen, it becomes deadly.
Ooh.
So it's an open area. Based on the wind direction, the smell comes and goes. You get that whiff of it off and on. The town you just came through is called soufre, French word for sulfur in the air. Soufouye or soufre, which means sulfur in the air. Okay? Established 1746 as the first town on this island. The sulfur springs is just a combination of boiling black sulfur pools with steam and gases sitting within the bigger caldera, the driving volcano. Lava magma exists with hot rocks above it. It heats up groundwater that has percolated in the ground. The water gets lighter, it comes with gases, minerals to form this everyday activity. Geologists consider here to be alive, sleeping and dormant. The last time we had a recorded eruption was in the year 1766. Steam, water, rock fragments blew out of here in an explosion. So it can still erupt. We do not know when, but there are no signs of instabilities. Looking around us, everything appears to be normal and stable. Lush green vegetation. When it's green, there is life. Birds, animals can survive. Okay, if they're moving away, that means they're sensing danger. If the vegetation is dying, that means the gas is being toxic. No bubbling, no steaming. If the temperatures is increasing, the ground deforms, the seismic activities increases. These are some signs and indications. University of West Indies in Trinidad monitors the volcanoes on the English-speaking Eastern Caribbean islands, and that includes here in St. Lucia. Islands from Grenada to Saba. Saba is before St. Martin. That's a chain of volcanic islands. Barbados is east of us. It's coral, it's not on the same chain. But Barbados is very close, 23 miles east. Okay? Any questions? It's like going to Yellowstone Park in the US, Rotorua in New Zealand. The water in here is boiling, bubbling, 160 to 212 Fahrenheit. Rain and seawater with a chemical reaction of sulfur and iron, the water turns black. So that same water it goes out, it feeds the baths by the entrance where you could sit in black water pools and apply mud on your skin. So that's what, if you've heard of the mud bath, it's a matter of getting into black water pools and apply mud on the skin. Rich sulfur water, good for mosquito bites, eczema, psoriasis, all the muscle pains, joint pains, fatigue. Okay? For us locals, you don't see us here when the sun is out. Early mornings, late afternoon, night, when the sun is not out, cooler atmosphere, that's when we come around for those baths. Locals come from all over the island to do those sulfur baths as well. Okay? A lot of the tours include it in packages. Now, if you are wondering, the 2 cats or the wooden boxes, what they are, they're monitoring systems. Gases, temperatures can be remotely monitored via the University of West Indies. Okay? Now, we used to walk inside there, had boiling eggs, steaming food. The viewpoint didn't exist, there were no barriers. Where the driver went up, turn around, people live round the corner. The vendors, some of them, they live there, born and raised. The road exits all back behind the hill there to Hotel Chocolat. Okay? But the people in the neighborhood, they were the ones taking tourists inside there. One of them in 1985 had 2nd-degree burns, waist to his foot. In 1985, Gabriel, a local man from the neighborhood, was walking with 7 tourists, showing them the stability of the ground. Gabriel was jumping and the crust gave way on the hill.
Oh, wow.
He sunk up to his waist, getting the burns treated and grafted. He did not lose his legs.
Wow.
He is still alive. But Gabriel created a crater which was his waist size. It's opening with erosion. Okay, so now only geologists are allowed in there. Twice a year they come around to take their samples and measure. But the crater in front of us with the big loud bubbles, this one with the big loud bubbles, it looks a little thicker just in front of us. That's Gabriel's crater. Since 1985, it's opening with erosion. So this viewpoint came about early in the 90s, 91, 92. That's around this time the place got more officially organized and developed. Any questions?
And now it's lunchtime, which is included in the cost of this port adventure. We are at the entrance to the buffet line. Yes, please. Thank you. Thanks. Yes. Thank you.
Yeah, split up. Both.
Yes. Thank you. And what is that?
Green bananas.
Okay.
Person, please. Yeah. Green bananas, anybody? Green bananas. Share. Watch your tomato.
Yes. Sure. What is that? Chicken. Okay, awesome. Thank you. Oh, coconut fritters. Oh my gosh, that looks delicious. Yes, please.
My name is Talk. I'll be your guide for the plantation tour. What you're gonna be expecting, we have the 18th century replica carved village, we have the copper oven, sugar mill, and cocoa house. It comes along with nice refreshing coconut water, and you're gonna be tasting the roasted cocoa nibs. Alright? Please watch your step. The road is not even. We have a few bumps as we proceed. Feel free to take out photos of the beautiful flowers. We have fruits and vegetables growing on the estate as well. Okay? We'll get to pass by the main house, but we're not allowed to go inside. The house is off limits. If you want to take out photos of outside the house, you can feel free to do so. If not, then that's the only thing they kept. There is a bell on the wall, if anybody could see it. When you hear the bell ringing, it either is breakfast or lunchtime. Okay? Well, Noel was born on Christmas Day. As Noel moves around the roof of we place the sugar cane in between the iron bowlers. We'll have a container collecting the juice. When it's done, we collect the container, we boil the juice of the sugar cane. This is when we get to molasses. Back then it was used to make sugar and rum. The fiber of the sugar cane is Noel's treat because he doesn't work for nothing. Alright? Anybody would like to wish to feed Noel? He's not gonna bite. Just don't tap him from the back. No paperwork for me, guys. Alright? You wanna feed him? You wanna feed him? Come right ahead.
Flat hand, flat hand. There you go. Are you missing our animals?
This is a tamarind tree, she said, and they use it to make drinks and lollies and all sorts of things. Okay, next we're headed into the cocoa house. She says it's kind of sweet and kind of sour. This is raw cocoa before they dry it and turn it into chocolate. And she says you can't swallow it or chew it. All you can do is just taste it, because it is not gonna do well with your stomach if you swallow it.
Come in, there is room for everyone. Be careful, watch your step.
There's no, what's his name again? The donkey.
Noel?
Noel. Does Noel just like, has Noel been there his entire life, or does he like get off the rope sometimes and like?
He gets off the rope, he's just for show. Just for show, just for show.
So he's just a free donkey.
Oh yeah.
He's just there for show.
Come in, there is room for everybody. Some of you are gonna just scoot down a little bit. There is room for everybody. Come inside. Inside the cocoa house, this is our cocoa pod. Some of you are familiar with the word cacao. Okay?
Cacao.
Oh.
You
Ooh.
eat that raw, right?
Yeah. Okay, we have 36 to 60 seeds in there. Back then as kids, like I said, we used to call it the jungle M&Ms. And of course, I said it's in between sweet and sour. Okay? You grab the white part of the seed and then you just suck the juice on the seed. Okay? It's very addictive. Don't say I didn't warn anybody. Alright? Don't get addicted like me. I will go all day and eat it. Oh. Ooh, it's good. You want us to take one? All right. You can just share it. You grab one and you pass it around.
Here, Jackson, I got you one. Here. Jackson, here.
Carry it and pass it around.
All right, I'm gonna try the cocoa.
Whatever.
Put it in the empty shell when you're done.
It's very sweet. Empty
So
shell.
we take the seeds, we place them inside the fermentation boxes to my left. We add some green banana leaves placed on top of the seeds, and then we cover it up with pieces of wood. Okay, this is when it starts to ferment after 8 days. All right. After the 8 days, the liquid will be dripping through the fermentation boxes. We'll have a container collecting the juice. This is when we head to our cocoa vinegar. A lot of the chefs in St. Lucia use it for salad dressing, not too much of it because it's very strong. Okay? Everybody will get to smell, don't taste. It's very strong, don't put it too close to your nose. Okay? We head to the drying process. At the back of you, we place the seeds onto the tray and then we push it out into the sun. We have to be looking out for the weather and the birds. Okay? After the 2 weeks, we place the tray back inside. We take the seeds off. We place it inside the cauldron right in front of us. We have what we call a cocorina dance. It's being performed inside the cauldron. Okay? We grate a younger version of the cocoa pod. We place it inside the calabash bowl with water. The cocorina dance helps preserve and polish the seeds. It gets the seeds very soft. Okay? So if you want to do some videos of the cocorina dance, you can feel free to do so, ladies and gents. Don't be shy.
It crushes it.
All right?
His feet.
Smells like vinegar.
You ready?
It is.
All right. If anybody didn't get one, just let me know. Yes, you buy it. Yeah.
Okay, that's raw cocoa nib.
Yes, you can.
It's not very good.
It's chocolate, but it's a different taste of chocolate.
It's not very good at all.
And this is the view from the main house. And this is the main house.
Watch what he's gonna do.
Oh,
Philip have any here? You have any? Philip?
What does that taste like?
Gio.
ooh, thank you.
Thank you. Good night.
Here is fresh shucked coconut.
Tastes so interesting.
Hey, gonna try it. It's actually better than I thought it would be.
Don't put your finger in it. Taste it.
Village, this is how our slave people would be living back in 1713. We have the bedroom, kitchen, living room, and barn cocoa house. Okay? Feel free to go inside each hut. Take as many photos as you want.
And now we are taking a look at the most somber part of the day. We are touring replicas of the slave quarters, and this is the bedroom and the bathroom, I think she said, and it is very, very small, not at all adequate. And then this is the kitchen, again, shocking. And this is the living area. Super sad. Time to head back to the ship, and what a beautiful ship she is.
Nothing.
It is about 5:15, and sail away was supposed to be at 4:45, so we are running a little bit late. I made it back after my port adventure, and I relaxed in the room for just a few minutes. And now we are going to head to dinner for Pirate Night, and we're going to be, I think, in Royal Court again for that. So stay tuned for a fun-filled evening. Okay, for starters, Dad and I both got the cream of chicken soup. This actually comes from the kids menu, so there's a tip for you. If you think you would prefer something off the kids menu, just take a look. All right, let's give this a taste. It's pretty good. It's creamy. It definitely is chickeny. And it actually really kind of hits the spot. All right, and for my next appetizer, I got the Baby Jim salad. I think that's got Thousand Island dressing on it, and blue cheese, and shallots, and candied pecans, and tomatoes. It's also got radishes, but I'll eat around the radishes because I don't really like radishes that much. All right, let's give the salad a try. I really love that Thousand Island dressing with the blue cheese. I wish it had just a tad bit more dressing though, but it's really good. And for my entree, I got Jack's treasures of the sea. This is shrimp and scallops and pasta in a Provençal sauce. And it's basically just like seafood spaghetti. It looks good. All right, let's try this. The server came just a minute ago to de-shell my shrimp. And that's just a really nice touch. I've got some of the pasta and some of the scallops. Very good. Okay, for my dessert, I ordered the Buccaneer brownie from the kids menu. And there wasn't really anything that looked interesting to me on the adult menu, so I got this. And look at the cute little pirate chocolate piece. That's so cute. Give this a taste. It's not bad, but it's definitely made for a child's palate. And tonight's blanket creation is a pirate. I think that might be Davy Jones. After dinner, I delivered a few fish extender gifts, and tonight is pirate night, but I think we're going to try to watch the fireworks from our balcony instead of going to the top. But we could change our minds, so we'll see. But with that, I'm going to go ahead and end tonight's video. Tomorrow we are going to be in Dominica, another brand new island for us, and it is another early morning for us, which is another reason why we're probably going to try to catch it from the balcony. But thank you so much for watching. Tune in for the next video. See you soon. Bye.
Everyone, let's say it all together, shall we?